love's buffoon, but my heart makes no such demands. I've made this short list, please have a glance. To sleep in all day and wake up in your arms with the sound of the rain on my window drumming away. I'm keeping it short and sweet. My bucket list. I'm not one for fairy tale dreams or technical or Hollywood schemes. I'm more for living what must be given, and given only by you. Some girls reach for the stars, fancy clothes and big shiny cars, but I'm quite content right here. Please read my short list, it's quite sincere. To just sleep in all day and wake up in your arms to the sound of the rain on my window drumming away. I'm keeping it short and sweet. My bucket list. My bucket
Hi, this is Beth Japan. Welcome back to my channel and thank you for watching that short video. So that was actually something I did for my birthday. Thank you Ariel and Zach for taking those videos. It was a lot of fun. A different way to spend my birthday, but I enjoyed it so much and I look forward to collaborating with you again in the future. So when I was editing that video, and obviously I used that song that's about the bucket list, and it's such a beautiful song, and she's singing about, you know, the small things. And for me, I try to capture the small things in life, whether it's photo or for YouTube, and it's just, I don't know, it made me feel nice. And I actually wanted to share with you my bucket list and things that I want to achieve in life. I know some people have contacted me saying they want to know a little bit more about me, so I thought maybe this could be a chance. I think that goals are important in life. I do have goals, whether you call it bucket lists, things you want to do before you die, or you know, life goals. I guess it's very important to break it down to see how you can achieve those life goals or bucket lists. But yeah, I really like it as well because it's about focusing on things that are not necessarily materialistic, but it's about, you know, living your life and living those experiences. And I think most of all, having those achievements, and these can be in any form, shape. It could be, achievement could be something like reaching a milestone in your life, or picking up a new skill, or getting a new perspective. It could be anything of those sorts, or maybe advancing in your career. I think as long as you find a meaning in your life, then those goals are true. I understand maybe someone would want to buy a Cartier watch as a symbol of their success maybe in their career. It's not necessarily something that I share, but maybe that was a bad example, but I'm more of an experiences person. I think it's also very important to not take your achievements for granted. Sometimes you might sit there and feel like you've not done anything. I've even felt like that at times, but I've actually sat down and jotted down my bucket list as well as some things I've already done, so that I realise how much I have actually achieved. So I have it in my notebook. Some achievements. So I graduated with a first from university. I felt like that was a good achievement. I got my driver's license and I lived in another country. I live in Japan. I've actually done like one of the top ones that people want to do, which is skydiving. I've done that twice. And I've learned some new editing skills. I've learned also sales skills in Japan, and I have travelled to quite a few countries. I think I'm lucky that I have had that chance. And I've made a YouTube channel and I've written a book. So these are some things, my small achievements that I feel proud of. I'm 27, so looking back and seeing how much I have achieved, it's really important to not take that for granted and be thankful. So, what is on my bucket list for the future? First, before you hear mine, I want you to put in the comments maybe like 3 things on your bucket list, and they could be the top 3 or just the first 3 that come to mind. I really want to know what's on other people's bucket lists. These could be life milestones, travel destinations, goals you want to hit, but please put it in the comments now and let me know. So in terms of life milestones, I have a UK driver's license, but I might want to get an international one. Unfortunately, I didn't know that if you've been living in Japan for, I think it's more than 2 years, you cannot apply for an international one. You'll have to take the Japanese test. My UK driver's license was actually eligible as well, so all I needed to do is pay money and have it transferred over, which is kind of sad. So I'll never be able to drive again in Japan unless I take the test. But I think maybe I don't need to drive, especially in Tokyo. But, if I do move to the countryside, that'll be one of them. Also on my bucket list is to get married and be a mother. Very far off from that one. I think I have to find someone to share that life with, like my best friend. I really think that person should at least be like my best friend, someone I can grow old with. But yeah, I definitely think that that's on the cards, something that I'm open to in the future. And it's not a milestone that I will push aggressively. I want it to happen naturally. But if it happens, it'll happen. Kind of blushing a bit talking about that one, but anyway. Now, another thing that I want to do is travel around Japan more and document it, even maybe make some short cinematic videos or make some short films around Japan. I think that would be so much fun. It opens up the creativity, and I just want to play around with that. I still haven't been to Hokkaido, Kyushu and Okinawa. I think they're the furthest areas, so I haven't had a chance, so I definitely want to do that in the future and take a video. Hopefully after COVID I will get that chance. So I mentioned before that I've written a book. My goal is actually to write at least 5 fiction books in my lifetime. I do enjoy writing books or writing in general, I think it's a great achievement if you can really complete a project. I'm quite creative in my heart, so I think creating things really does give me a sense of achievement. And it's something that you can look at in the future as well, like these videos. I think making YouTube was another one on my bucket list that now I have successfully been able to do. And you know, it does make me feel happy that I'm doing these small projects that they're fun. So along with the previous one, I do want to propel my YouTube channel. I do all the editing myself, and I want to get better at editing and build up my skills. I do a lot of research by myself online. But yeah, that is definitely something that I want to do. I want to create mini projects, collaborate with people, make, like I said, short films. It'd be really fun to actually be the person behind the camera as well, taking short films of other people. So yeah, I could use my writing to write the script, or if there isn't speaking, you know, write out the plan for the video. Gosh, I can't get my words out. But yeah, that is something that I do want to have a play around with. And yeah, if you're a YouTuber and you happen to be watching this and you know, you kind of are interested in doing stuff like that too, just let me know. Yeah, or if, I don't know, you are an actor or something. And my next bucket list item, I think this is more of a goal. I do want to get to optimal health, which means, you know, I don't mean like necessarily having six pack or anything, but I mean, you know, eating the best food and feeling top energy every day. And then next on my bucket list would be to travel with my family. I'd love to travel back to, for example, Rome, Italy, where I went with my mother. We went there after I graduated. It was a little gift, and I'd love to go back there. And Venice, they were so good. So I'd love to go back to those places. But I'd also want to travel to some new places that I've never been. Maybe like India, Sri Lanka, also maybe Switzerland, and try to think. There's so many places that I do want to travel. I think mostly European countries. I haven't really travelled that much around. I've been to more countries in Asia. So yes, I would really want to travel around. But let me know where you're from as well, if you recommend if you recommend travelling there or anywhere nearby. And of course, I want to propel my career and do better as a consultant, be better at speaking, be better at sales as well. So yeah, I think those are my bucket list goals. I would also put scuba diving on that one as well. I do want to try scuba diving. So I guess my bucket list goals are to build a family, develop my editing skills, write 4 more books, travel around Japan, travel overseas, and scuba diving. And career. So yeah, I think that when you look at all the things you want to achieve, it might overwhelm you. It definitely overwhelms me when I think about all those bucket list items. So I just remember all the things that I've achieved so far. And it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So each day I ask myself, have I done something new to bring me closer to my goals? Oh, I forgot another one. Another thing on my list would be Japanese. I'm living in Japan and I do want to get better at Japanese so that one day I can actually translate my own English into Japanese and put it on a YouTube video, because I do know I have some Japanese viewers, and yeah, I'd like to put subtitles in Japanese. I study a little bit every day. So yeah, let me know what's on your bucket list, and I really appreciate you watching the video, and I'll see you in a future video. Bye.